We need to do a better job from a coaching standpoint, because it always starts there, and it starts with me. We need to play better football. We need to play better in the red zone from an offensive standpoint. And part of that, and most of that, is you have to be able to run the football in the red zone. That's an important place because in the throw game, it shrinks down there a little bit, your verticalness of what you can do. And being able to run the football is a big part of it. We didn't do that well, obviously, the other night, but that's something that we'll take front seat and center during this week as we get ready to go to Minneapolis. It's an important game for multiple reasons. Number one, it's in our division. It's an opportunity that we get back out on the field, which we need to go to, and the Brown Jug is part of that great rivalry and tradition and trophy that we'd like to keep here in Ann Arbor.
Brady always talk about championships being won in November. Was yesterday maybe a good time to re-emphasize that, given the disappointment from Saturday?
Yeah, John. I think I probably didn't re-emphasize that as much as the things that we did poorly, but I will. Believe me, it will be addressed. We got a heck of a lot to play for, and there's 4 guarantees left, and we've got to play our best in each one of those 4.
Brady, what's Denard Robinson's status right now? How is he?
He should be fine. He should be ready to go on Saturday.
Is he going to be able to practice this week?
Because he wouldn't play if he didn't practice.
Well, let me rephrase that then. Will he be able to practice the entire week?
I think so.
Brady, how, with Denard's elbow, how does that affect him? Is it just something he can't grip the ball? I mean, how does it,
Yeah, it's, I'm not a doctor. I don't know if you knew that, but, there's a nerve that runs down your elbow, down your arm. I think it's the ulna. See, Angelique knows. She is a doctor. And it just, it takes a while to gets numb and tingling.
Brady, back over here. Would you consider moving Devin to get more snaps this week at quarterback?
Well, we will do that, as a precautionary thing, give him some more snaps, him and Russell both, and which means you'll add a couple more plays to your script that you're working off of for practice. But no, we'll do that.
Is there a point where you would taper that back during the week, or even enhance that because maybe Denard isn't progressing as well as you'd like?
Could.
When does that happen, you think?
Well, I don't want to speculate until it happens.
Well, I mean, in your head you have like a day where that needs to...
No, not really.
When you've now had a chance to go back and look at how Russell played, where do you look at it and say, okay, if this situation were to arise again, we need him to be better here, we need to be him more prepared here, versus something that the rest of the team needs to do around him?
Well, I think a couple things. I think, number one, we've got to do a better job of picking up a couple blitzes that we are trying to think of the right word. We were able to do. It wasn't like it was a one more guy coming that you couldn't block. So we need to do that from the standpoint of an offensive line and running backs. I think the experience that he gained going into that environment is a major help to anybody. I think it's a great learning for him, and I know him and Al, when they review the film, I know how Al will go back through it, or how he does, and put him in those situations.